Excellencies, dear friends, let me start by thanking Achinoam. She has the most wonderful voice for peace in our country. At my age, I can say, I love you. Thank you. Dear friends, I shall say a few words in Hebrew and then a few sentences in English. ברוכים הבאים בשערי ועידת הנשיא השלישית. שוב אנו מתכנסים בירושלים כדי לחשוב יחד על המחר. אני נרגש לראות את כולכם במעמד זה. תודה מיוחדת ל-1,700 המשתתפים שהגיעו אלינו מעבר לים. כאשר הגינו את רעיון הוועידה, לא שיערנו שנצליח לרתק אליה תשומת לב לאורך הזמן. סברנו שהעניין בוועידה ישקע לאחר נעילת המושב הראשון. אך הנה, אנו עומדים בפתחה של הוועידה השלישית. כשאני מביט בכם, אני רואה היקף, עומק ומגוון התבונה הנפלאה, הכוונות הטובות שהתאספו כאן הערב. מסתבר שישנו צורך אמיתי במיקוד של חשיבה ובסיור של מוחות. Dear friends, the problems ahead of us are grave, so are the challenges. We have to identify the major questions and to explore creative solutions. To encounter between brilliant minds and complicated challenges exposes a display of wisdom affecting the future of the world, the Jewish world, of Israel. Since the last conference, diverse and fascinating events occurred, deciding our tomorrow. They may embody both a danger to the world's stability and a message of freedom and prosperity to its people. We witnessed the arrival of the age of science, and now we can see the retreat of the old era. It brought stirring developments to the old Middle East. Still powerfully changing, they may be on the brink of shifting the region entirely to a new beginning. The young generation in the region seeks modern growth to escape from the traditional poverty. They want an end to stagnation, an end to tyranny, a welcome to freedom, progress, dignity. Israel would like to get out of the conflict and become a contributing nation, to join the march of the new age. Israel experienced the overcoming of deserts and the natural deficits. Israel learned that democracy, science, and faith are complementary. As one who stood alongside our great leader, David Ben-Gurion, when he made crucial decisions, I can testify that the moral call was at the top of his considerations. He thought that morality is the highest degree of human wisdom. I learned from him that peace is destiny and war is destitute. Great challenges call for great vision. I didn't have a choice but to become a believer. The ability to imagine tomorrow is the human brain's most significant advantage. The past cannot be changed. Tikkun olam, preparing the world, is a matter only for tomorrow. A century ago, we earned our living just from the land, to cultivate it with our own hands, to defend it with our own rifles. Now we earn our progress through science. Science cannot be conquered by guns, nor can it be contained by borders. Science is our provider of bread and freedom. Science thrives at peace. There is a sense that the peace process is now in crisis. As far as I'm concerned, I can see the end of the crisis rather than the end of the peace. I remain a believer. Realistically, no side to the conflict has a real alternative. A historic debate in Israel reached its end when the major political parties agreed to the two-state solution. Now we have the hard task to translate it from theory into practice. The process took longer than we expected. Yet we know that usually the happy end does not arrive at the beginning. Let's not forget that the peace agreements that we have achieved already with Egypt and Jordan met the test of time and are crucial for the continuation for the future. I call upon the Palestinian leaders to renew direct negotiations, to dodge their existing doubts. Let's all of us reopen our talks in the face of the changing realities in the region. While striving for peace, we should not ignore major dangers. A morally corrupt Iranian leadership with a nuclear option, calling for the destruction of Israel, financing and arming Hamas and Hezbollah, cast a shadow over the attempt to save our region. Peace and security are indivisible. The call of our prophets is to seek peace, to seek and seek and seek, to relate to all people equally and having their equal rights to keep their differences. In dealing with the future, I believe that we should concentrate on three major issues. The first, the profound need to renew the moral call. Artificial intelligence cannot replace human ethics. Number two, peace should not be postponed, even in time of crisis. Three, science is overriding territories. We are on the brink of an immense scientific era. The upcoming research on our brains and minds will enable us better self-control. In the void of a world government, self-government is the best alternative. Dear guests, my heart is with the fate of this young man, Gilad Shalit. He's already 5 years in a dark cell, without a possibility to communicate with his parents, without the legal right of a visit from the International Red Cross. It defies all human rights. It is a disgrace to human dignity. We have to do everything to ensure that these young men, as well as other missing soldiers, will return home safely. My very dear friends, I'm confident that we shall have a fruitful discussions. We shall look toward the future with intellectual chutzpah and fresh hope. I call upon you not just to guess what the tomorrow will look like, but to pave a way for its arrival. I wish you all an inspiring and challenging conference. Thank you from the depth of my heart.